Okay. mm. No, because I wasn't part of the program, I'll just share. Our farm is called King of the Reds. We are stud breeders of Kalahari Red Goats. The Kalahari Red Goat is a goat that is brown. It's not red, it's brown all over. So we are part of the South African Boer Goats Association, and we are part of the Kalahari Red Club. We affiliate with that, and we are part of Stud Book South Africa, where our genetics are registered with Stud Book. Inspectors from the association, they go through our stud and certify our goats. So whatever goats that we are selling from our stud are goats that conform to the breeding standard. And we always desire to make sure that our goats are conform to the breeding standards of the Kalahari Red. And in doing so, we are pushing for better mothering weights, better mothering traits, better milk production, faster growth rate, good pelts of meat, economic value of the goat. We're looking at high kidding percentages. We're looking at goats that show resistance to diseases, goats that convert grass and other feeds into meat. Because at the end of the day, no matter how you buy a goat, no matter how much you invest into an animal, at the end of the day, it needs to be in that table in every kitchen, in every plate. So meat is sold a rand or dollar per kg. So we're looking at better weights. As Kobanema was pushing on the issue of road runners, the issue of them being better than other things like broilers. The healthy aspect of it. If you look at goat meat now, you can't find it in any butchery just like that, because the demand is so much. Goat is being used in different places, from weddings, for traditional purposes. A goat they used to say it's a poor man's cow, but now it's turning to be one of the most climate smart animals. So in the depth of goat farming, I'm a businessman, fine, but I always warn people not to start goat farming without a proper strategy. I feel, and I speak to everyone who wants to buy goats from me, is the first question is, what are they going to eat? Because in goat farming, especially start breeding or these hybrid goats, I prefer someone to first, if they want to buy goats from me, I prefer to advise them on the fodder to plant, both permanent and annual fodder, for them to plant it, so that at least we know what the animals are going to eat. Because to import and export these animals into Zimbabwe and then you record mortalities, it's not something that will work. That it will only tarnish our image. So rather, when you come to me, you want goats, I'd rather walk with you through a process of planting fodder. You rather buy from me from the second year, after 6 months, after you have planted and what you're going to feed. I always say, let's look around our farming areas to say, what is being planted there? Are they planting yellow maize? Are they planting soya? Are they planting wheat? Are they planting maize? All the residues there, how can you convert them into processing our feeds and all? So let's not rush into the goat farming. I need business, but I want something that is sustainable, so that tomorrow, if Ngoma Nema wants goats from Zimbabwe and I don't have, I can refer to you because you have done it properly. So we import goats or export goats to Zimbabwe monthly. We have proper transport. We do goats and sheep, and mostly meat masters and dorpers. We've got resellers in Zimbabwe that are contracted to us, that we sell through them, and they supply our genetics, and we're pushing. And this coming week, we're bringing about 150 Kalahari Reds different ages winners, about 4 to 6 months. We bring in 2 years olds. We bring bucks, color red bucks from our own start. We're not doing like these other traders, people who trade with goats. Our goats are from our own farm. You are free to come and inspect our own farm and see. We can show you and prove to you who is the mother of this, who is the father of this. So when buying livestock, it's very important to go and see the farm. You liaise with the farmer so that there's an after sales pitch. You say, should there be issues, I'm a WhatsApp call away. I can do a farm visit. Should you have any issues, like you can relate to the vaccination program, you can relate to the management program, you can relate to the nutritional needs that the animal has gone through. So in just short, because I was not prepared to share, that is what we are, and we normally do free trainings in Zimbabwe. If you had seen the chronicle, the whole of 2024, we're coming out of the first page, doing free training to rural villages. We offer free training to only rural villages in Zimbabwe, because we believe that the guys in towns, they are working, they can afford to attend. These are the commercial trainings that we see on different platforms. But we give very, very high quality trainings to our rural folk, because we believe that as King of the Reds, most of the goats, if not all the goats, they lie in the rural areas. People cannot afford to be in this Zoom meeting. People cannot afford to be in WhatsApp groups. People cannot afford to communicate with this current technology. So we go out there freely, and we teach them. Even you now, if you have a village, you can organize with your agri-tax officers, with your vet department, with your local leaders. You gather people, and we can arrange. We normally do it first week of any month, if arranged. We come in, we give certificates after finishing, but it's a very serious training that starts from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We do it on a one day. Should you want another stage, we do an introduction. Should you want another stage to go deeper, then we can come through. So we offer these services to give back to the community. But the most important thing that we do is we want goat farming to be recognized, and also with the general disease. I think it has taught us a lot with the droughts, and with all these droughts, we could have seen that now goats and small livestock, including chickens, now are the thing to go to. But in short, that's what I can say, Mkoma Tinashe. I hope there are no questions. Thank you so much.
No, thanks. Then Shungu is asking, no questions. Yes, Mkoma, you can say they may not be there, but they can be there. Shungu is asking, on average, how much is a Kalahari breed?
Okay.
Sister Shungu, can you specify as well? Are you looking for a dog? Are you looking for a bug?
Okay, maybe I can assist there. So in terms of pricing, it's not based. The pricing is not the important part. The most important part is conformity of the animal. Does the animal breed itself? Does the animal meet the breeding standards of that breed? Are we taking the animal to crossbreed? Let's look, first of all, if you're going to crossbreed with your local Mashona or your local Matebele, it will say then, let's look at our doors, our local Mashona or local Matebele female doors. Okay, are those doors large? Are those doors, what is short in that door? What do you want to correct in that door? Do you want to put lots of meat? Do you want to put length? Do you want to put depth? Do you want to put width? Do you want to balance the animal based on your females? So when you know first on your females, then you go and buy a Kalahari Red that has that. But in it having that, the quality is different. So in average, a Kalahari Red, a winner, anything 8 months and less, you're looking at minimum $500 going up. But that does not mean any brown goat is a Kalahari Red, or any white goat with a red head, it's a poor goat. No, it doesn't mean that. I've seen a lot of goats that are being sold in Zimbabwe that have been in Harare Agricultural Show. that are being in ZITF, it's said that farmers are doing such, these things, they don't conform, and they are not things that will give us better results. There's a lot of traders that are bringing rubbish and junk into Zimbabwe, so it's very sad. So on average, you're talking about $500 and above, but it's not a price issue, Sister Shungu. What you need to do is go through the breeding standards of the animal. Go through what you want to achieve. Look at what you want to achieve. If I buy the Kalahari Reds, what do I want to do with the offspring? And what kind of offspring do I want? Where can I get the quality that will change my current animals or the animals that I want to buy? Can this farmer promise me that will lend to this conformity? That's the most important thing than the price. Conformity is very, very important. Thank you.
Thanks, Mukoma.